not a lot I can say, really, is there? Yes, thank you. Just my luck.
Yes, come in.
What now?
Sean Kingsley, the comedian who's going to compare tonight's auction of promises, can't make it. Gastric flu. Well, that's what he says.
Well, we've got a backup plan.
Well, I can't think of anybody else to ask at such short notice.
You'll have to contact a talent agency, won't you?
Yeah, but Sean was going to do it as a favour. What's the point of paying somebody? We're trying to raise every penny we can.
What's your target?
900. I mean, she's got the money for the treatment, but we were aiming to cover her travel expenses.
Well, it looks as though you have to conduct the auction yourself, doesn't it, Derek?
Me?
Yes. You got a better idea? Don't bring me problems, Derek. Bring me solutions. Oh, and Derek, you better let Sergeant Snowden know that she's been let down.
Sadie Tyler.
No, I'm her daughter, Gail.
She called us to report a theft. She is at home.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I didn't realise she called the police. Come in. Mum, police are here.
Hello.
How kind of you to come so quickly. Coffee?
Yeah, please. I'm PC Klein, this is PC Worrell. You reported the theft of a manuscript.
Sit. Please. My life story. My autobiography.
Right. And that's all that's missing?
Yes?
Where was it taken from? Has the house been broken into?
No. It was in the car yesterday. I put it on the back seat.
That's the blue car outside?
Mm.
Well, has that been broken into?
No.
Mum doesn't always remember to lock it.
Your autobiography, what sort of value would you put on it, Richards?
Well, as soon as I find a publisher, I would expect about £20,000–30,000. That would be just my advance, of course. I was hoping to start sending it out today. Don't know what I'll do now.
My mother is the Sadie Tyler.
You probably weren't even born when I was around.
She sung Heaven Tonight, You Were My Dream, Single Girl.
The single girl. Oh.
Yes, I remember. Sorry.
Well, surely you have a copy of this manuscript if it's so important.
I don't think I have, no.
It's not on disc?
I wouldn't know. Not as far as I'm aware, anyway.
Well, did you see anyone near the car?
No.
Found it. This is when my mum hosted her own TV show. She was never out of the top 10. Wow, amazing.
It's a long time ago.
Yeah, swinging 60s. Lovely.
Well, we lived in California for quite a while, which is why she's not so well known here now.
Is it your manuscript? Are you aware of anybody that would want to steal it?
Well, it could be one of the tabloids, of course. One of them's bound to want to serialise the book when it comes out. Or maybe one of my fans, like Pete Tyler.
Who's he? Oh, he's just an oddball. Someone who's a bit fixated on Mum.
Well, did you see him anywhere near the car yesterday?
No, but he often hangs around.
And you think he might have taken it?
Well, it is probably the most likely explanation as to where it's gone.
Right, OK. Well, thanks for the coffee.
So what's going to happen now? Are you going to talk to him?
Yeah, we will.
Well, he's a very strange guy.
Why would he want it? To sell it?
Oh, nothing as straightforward as that. This isn't just somebody who enjoys my music. Fans like Pete Tyler are something else.
Yeah, he changed his name to Tyler by deed poll.
Crazy, isn't it? You'd have to get inside his head to make any sense of it, and I've learned not to go there.
Gail was right about not always locking the car.
That mother's off her trolley. 30,000 advance for a book about a singer nobody's ever heard of.
You haven't heard of her, you mean?
She never survived the 70s, did she? Anyway, you hadn't heard of her either, had you?
No, but I don't reckon myself to be a top DJ.
We are doing brilliantly. We've got 38 promises.
Oh, well, we were aiming at 40.
Well, it's only 2 short. Oh, come on, it's great. You've done a wonderful job.
No, I haven't. Sean Kingsley's cried off, says he's ill.
That is a real shame. Who will you get instead?
Me.
Ah.
Not ideal, I know. I'm sorry, Jane. Nothing I touch seems to go right these days. Beginning to think I'm past it.
Oh, come on, sir. You've got to think positive.
Excuse me, does Pete Tyler work here?
Yes, I'll show you. Follow me. Is he expecting you?
No.
Hasn't had a burglary or anything dreadful, has he?
No, nothing like that. Pete Tyler?
Yes?
Can we have a word, please?
Oh, go ahead. I've nothing to hide.
I believe you know a singer called Sadie Tyler.
Indeed.
Do you mind telling us where you were yesterday evening?
At home.
Was anyone with you who can confirm that?
No, I live alone.
Did you go anywhere near Miss Tyler's house?
No?
Or near her car?
No. What's this all about?
Miss Tyler says you sometimes hang around her house. The manuscript of a book she's been writing has been stolen.
Does she say I've taken it?
She thought it possible, yes.
You better come and look in my flat, then. Mrs. Walters, I wonder if it's okay to take these officers over to my flat for a while. The manuscript of Sadie's autobiography has gone missing, and I'd like to help in any way I can.
Well, yes, of
You
course.
knew it was her autobiography?
I knew she was writing one. I'm a friend of the family.
You're no relation, though, despite having the same name.
I'm a great admirer of hers.
You didn't tell me she was writing a book. That should do well.
Really?
Oh, yes, such a lovely singer.
I hadn't heard of her myself.
Oh, yes, she's still very popular. I heard her on radio, too, only the other day. Rhythm and blues she sings, really, doesn't she?
Ballads.
Well, I'm sure a lot of our readers will love a book about Sadie Tyler.
Shall we go? After you, sir. Very nice.
Nothing here. Did you know 78% of Star Trek fans are virgins?
Well, why doesn't that surprise me?
All right, Mr. Tyler, we'll let you get back to work.
As long as you're happy I'm not hiding anything. I don't want any misunderstandings.
No, you're all right. Thanks for your cooperation, mate.
Yeah. Yes, June.
I heard you'd lost your compare for tonight.
Oh, bad news travels fast.
Yeah, well, look, I don't know if this is any help, but you'll never guess who we've just had a call from. Sadie Tyler. Do you remember her?
Sadie Tyler? Well, yes, absolutely. Well, she was fabulous. I did most of my courting to her music.
Well, I was just wondering if she might step in tonight.
You think so?
Well, there's no harm in asking, is there? I mean, a star always likes to shine.
Oh, I'd love to meet her. Who's dealing with it?
Nick and Di. They're on their way back out. If you're quick, you catch them.
Thanks, June.
Oh, back already. Investigation completed?
I'm PC Klein. This is Chief Inspector Conway. Sorry, you are...
Bob Warner. Sadie's manager? Come on in, come on in. Did Pete Tyler have it?
We didn't find it, no.
Well, I'm afraid there's been a bit of a mix-up. You see, when Sadie called you, she didn't realise that, of course, the bureau that typed the book would have a copy on disc. Well, she doesn't understand computers. What can you do? Still, there's nothing really been lost.
But a copy of the book was stolen, sir.
Oh, yes.
Did you speak to Pete Tyler?
He didn't have it.
Look, could we speak to your mother, please?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
Hello again. Who's this?
This is Chief Inspector Conway.
Chief Inspector? I'm getting the red carpet treatment.
Sadie Tyler. How do you do?
Delighted to meet you.
We came to let you know that we've spoken to Pete Tyler.
Well, what did he say?
Well, he was very helpful. He offered to let us search his flat, but there was no sign of the manuscript. So, with nothing much else to go on, we can't really take the investigation much further.
Well, at least it's on record that it disappeared. It's a mystery, isn't it? Bob, do you think the newspapers would be interested?
Maybe. But I think you'll find that Pete Tyler has got it.
Well, it's still a story.
Miss Tyler.
Sadie, please.
Sadie. I'm afraid I have to admit that I'm here under false pretenses. I have a very large favour to ask of you.
Ask away.
I'm organising a small event tonight. It's to help raise money for a police officer who was paralysed after an assault whilst on duty. She needs to go to America for special medical treatment.
Gee, that's wonderful.
Well, I don't suppose you'd consider an invitation to be our celebrity guest.
Tonight? I don't see why not.
Well, that's marvellous. It's an auction of promises. If you'd like to help with that, that would be great. But if you could sing for us, I'm sure that would make all the difference.
I'd be honoured. Especially after all the trouble I've put you to.
Well, that's marvellous. Thank you very much. Wonderful.
Who knows? Maybe it was fate my manuscript disappeared. I'm a great believer in fate, aren't you?
Chief Inspector, perhaps you could give us some advice in return about Pete Tyler.
How can I help?
Sadie, I'm going to play him the tape.
I'll find it.
It's time to put a stop to all this.
Sadie, it's Pete. I thought we could listen to our song together before we go to sleep. Hello, Sadie. I didn't want to go to sleep without letting you know I'd be dreaming of you.
Now, there must be dozens of calls like that. Now, Sadie's always going to have fans, but this is too much.
We get Christmas and birthday cards from him. He sends flowers, too.
Has he threatened you at all?
No, but it does make me feel pretty spooked, you know?
Well, there is some fairly new legislation you can use. The Protection Against Harassment Act.
Protection against harassment? How does that work? Do we need a solicitor?
No, we deal with it. It's now a criminal offence to pursue any course of conduct that amounts to harassment on another, like these telephone calls. They can be recorded as a first complaint. Do you want to do that?
Sadie?
Please, Mum.
Whatever you like, if it bothers you that much.
Then you can arrest him.
Not after the first complaint, no. But if a second conduct occurs, then we can take action.
Well, we did find him searching through some jumble sale bags that were left out for a charity to collect. Would that count?
Well, if it's on your own property, yes.
And if he did something like that, then you'd arrest him?
Absolutely.
You look more cheerful. Have you found someone for tonight?
I certainly have. Sadie Tyler.
Sorry, sir?
Sadie Tyler. Oh, she had this raw, smoky voice, melancholy, haunting. A single girl all alone.
God, yes, my mum loves her. Smouldering eyes and that fab makeup.
That's the one, yes. Oh, she could tear your heart out.
Would have had you down as the romantic type.
Ah, does it good to be reminded of your youth once in a while?
I knew you'd sort it, sir. You're a star.
8-4 from Sierra Oscar, receiving.
Go ahead.
Heathwood, Sedcott Avenue. Suspect on premises. Informant Sadie Tyler. Can you deal?
On way.
What are you doing, Mr. Tyler?
They're throwing stuff away.
That's what bins are for.
Who are you?
That's enough. Leave
Ron
it.
Mitchell, here's my press card.
Right, well, there's no story here, thank you very much, Mr. Mitchell.
Now, all right,
Aren't you going to arrest him? That's harassment.
I'm dealing with that now, thank you very much,
It's
Mr.
none of your
Warner.
business what's in there. What exactly are you looking for, Mr. Tyler?
Will you stop that now, please, Mr. Mitchell?
Hello, Sally. Can I have you in here just next to the police officer?
Throw away stuff that should be part of the archive.
No right to search for anything. This is private property. Is this okay?
No, this is not okay. I'm not going to ask you again, Mr. Mitchell.
Let me
Back
find
off.
them,
Mr. Charles,
and then I'll
I'm
go.
trying to do my job like you, all right?
Come on, it'll only take a second.
I'm arresting you for harassment. You do not have to say anything.
Tonight at the police fundraiser.
For urgent medical treatment for an officer paralysed while on duty.
But one of your colleagues, isn't it? I thought you'd be glad of the coverage.
What's you really after and what's he doing here? You knew we'd have to arrest him.
Lovely.
He's no threat to you. You just wanted free publicity.
Well, your chief inspector said that he'd help.
Not on stunts like this. I don't like being used. What made you go looking in Sadie Tyler's dustbins?
I was at home. I had a call saying she'd chucked stuff out.
What stuff?
Old recording contracts, business stuff.
Who called you?
Dunno.
Man or a woman?
Man.
Did you recognise the voice?
I don't know who it was.
It must be someone you know.
What if the bins get emptied?
Hey, who'd even know what was in those bins? Why would anyone want to call you?
Pete, have you taken things out of her bins before?
No.
But you like to keep things associated with her?
You saw what's in my flat.
How do you think Sadie feels about what you do? Do you know what harassment means? Most reasonable people would find your behaviour upsetting, intrusive, threatening even.
I'm not threatening anyone.
Harassment is a criminal offence.
How can my admiration for Sadie be criminal? That's ridiculous. It's all for her. She knows that.
We've heard some of the messages you leave on her answer machine. You keep playing the same song. What's that about?
It's between us. Me and Sadie.
You think she shares your feelings?
I know the truth.
Pete, how did you become such a fan? Why Sadie?
I always have been, right from when I was a kid. I used to listen to her songs after my dad died. She's always been there for me, and I'll always be there for her.
She's just had you arrested. She doesn't care about you. She used you for a photo opportunity so she could get publicity for a new book.
It doesn't matter. She knows I'd do anything for her.
Except leave her alone. Right, you've been bailed to appear in court next week. Just stay clear of Sadie's house, all right?
Doesn't seem fair to me. You just wound him up and set him off.
Even so, I wouldn't want to live with Pete's idea of adoration. It's creepy.
Anyway, he's got competition from the new fans. Sadie's got wrapped round her little finger.
Mr. Conway, I wonder how tonight will go.
Bet she can't even sing.
I was thinking about the chief inspector.
No fool like an old fool.
Another drink, Jay?
Oh, yes, please, sir.
June?
No, thank you, sir, I'm fine.
I'll give you a hand. Thought the auction was supposed to start at 8:30.
Yes. Just hope Derek's guests turn up.
Sadie Tyler. I can't believe this is happening. It should be Las Vegas or the London Palladium, not Sun Hill.
Hello, Derek. I'm not late, am I?
Not at all, not at all.
And I've got the music.
Right. Well, it's all up to me then, isn't it? I hope you're not going to regret this.
Hardly. You ready for me to introduce you?
This moment never gets any less lonely. No matter how many shows I've done.
You just think of the audiences you've played to. This is nothing.
It's very good of your mum to step in like this at the last minute.
Well, she does enjoy it too, remember?
Should we sit down?
Can I have your attention, ladies and gentlemen, please? Thank you. Well, welcome to this evening's festivities. You all have a catalogue for the auction of promises, and we'll be kicking off with that in a moment. Now, I hope you've all come prepared to bid as high as you can, because tonight, as you know, we're aiming to raise £900 to send Sergeant Jane Snowden to America for her medical treatment. Now, this evening isn't just about paying her expenses. It's also a tribute to her courage and her dedication as a police officer. But first, a slight change to the advertised programme. I have the great honour to introduce tonight a very wonderful guest artiste, Miss Sadie Tyler. Take it away, Sadie.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's wonderful to be here in support of the real star of the evening, Sergeant Snowden.
Okay.
The single girl, all alone in a weepy town. The single girl gets so tired of love letting her down.
I wanted to thank you for taking care of Pete Tyler for us.
Well, my officers weren't very happy about having a photographer there.
Actually, P.C. Klein rather lost his temper.
Well, it's understandable, isn't it? You exploited the situation.
Fair enough. Anyway, can you blame me? Look at her. Now, she needs love and attention like you and I need oxygen. Anyway, it's good to see her back in the limelight. It's where she belongs. I've been with her right from the beginning, you know. My late wife was one of her backing singers.
Tell me about this morning. Are you genuinely concerned with Pete Tyler? Or was it just a publicity stunt?
Well, you saw what he was like.
Well, why take action now? You've been putting up with him for years. Something about Sadie's book? Something she's written in her autobiography?
Oh, I wouldn't know.
What, you mean you haven't read it?
She won't let me.
But you are worried that Pete Tyler might have?
Well, he's got these funny ideas about the past, that's all.
Such as?
About Gail. I have to protect her.
Gail?
Well, he's got this crazy fantasy. So ridiculous, I hardly like saying it out loud. He thinks that he's her father. Now do you see?
Ladies and gentlemen, the incomparable Sadie Tyler. But don't worry, you'll be seeing more of Sadie later in the evening after the auction. But now, straight down to the evening's business. Lot 1. Oh dear. 24 hours handcuffed to Reg Hollis.
We'll get the car.
Thank you so much for tonight, Sadie. You were wonderful. Wonderful.
Was I?
Fabulous.
My voice wasn't properly warmed up.
It sounded perfect to me.
Really? Was I really all right, Derek?
Oh, yes.
Good night, Miss Tyler. Well done. Very satisfactory evening, Derek. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Good night.
Silly, isn't it? I never really feel I'm any good.
How can you say that? You're a star, a real star.
That's not what I see when I look in the mirror.
Well, you should look through my eyes.
Oh, Derek. We all need somebody to believe in us, don't we?
Di, glad I caught you. There's Mrs. Walters wanting to speak to you.
Mrs. Walters?
Yeah, she said she met you yesterday at Sunhill Library.
Oh, it's not that Sadie Tyler again, is it, Sarge?
Actually, she gave a wonderful performance.
Yeah.
I'll talk to her.
All right, come on.
Hello, Mrs. Walters. How can I help you?
It's about Pete Tyler. I should have reported it before, but it seems so petty.
Please take a seat.
I can't say we're friends, but in every other way, he is the perfect colleague.
Do you know something about Sadie Tyler's manuscript?
Not directly, but you've not found it yet, have you?
No.
That's what he told me. He rang to say he wouldn't be into work. I don't want to be disloyal, but it's not my property, you see, and I can't go on turning a blind eye. He does steal things, you see. It's been going on for years.
Well, what sort of things?
Library property. Oh, not just the odd pen or index card either, but plastic sleeves, folders, envelopes, dozens of them.
You've actually seen him take these items?
Oh, yes.
What for? Does he have some kind of compulsive disorder, do you think?
Oh, no, nothing like that. I'm sure that it's all to do with his collection of Sadie Tyler memorabilia. He's so meticulous.
Well, we've searched his flat. There were no folders, plastic sleeves, anything like that.
Well, that's what I wondered, you see. Whether he'd told you about his caravan.
Caravan?
I pass it when I visit my sister. I always wondered what he did down there.
Should I tell him about the caravan? Mr. Brownlow said to keep him informed.
No way. It's a separate matter. Theft of library stationery. Nothing to do with Sadie Tyler.
Oh, come on.
Diet, no.
Morning.
Morning, sir.
Sir?
Just thought you'd like to know that Bob Warner pretty much apologised to me last night for the incident with the photographer.
Oh, that's all right, then.
You know, no matter what the provocation, Nick, you really ought to learn to keep your temper with members of the public. Had a good chat with Warner. Found out that he had every reason to be seriously concerned about Pete Tyler.
Really, why?
Pete is entertaining the delusion that he's Gail's father. So you can see why they don't want him hanging about. You can imagine what that could lead to.
What if it's true?
Hardly.
Why not? Why believe them all the time? If Pete is her dad, well, it makes sense all the stuff he does. It would be natural to be obsessed.
No, Nick. How can it be possible? Forget it.
I should have told him about the caravan.
No.
You didn't mean that about believing Pete, did you?
No. I just wanted to wind Conway up, the starstruck old duffer.
Someone in there.
Come on, Pete, open up. It's the police. May we come in?
I don't usually...
This is different. We'd like to see your collection. Look, there was no problem when we looked in your flat, was there? Come on, mate.
Sadie's autobiography.
A single girl, all alone.
I know I shouldn't have taken anything from the library. Bad habit, I suppose.
How long has it been going on?
Years.
And Sadie's manuscript?
I never took it.
We found it in your caravan.
I never stole it.
Did you take it from Sadie's car?
No.
How did you get it then?
Gail gave it to me.
Gail?
Why?
Look, why on earth would she just hand you a copy of her mother's book?
We know what this is about, Pete. You like to pretend you're her father.
I don't pretend. I am her father. Gail wanted me to read the book so that I could see I wasn't even mentioned. I don't know why Sadie just doesn't tell her the truth.
What has Sadie written about Gail's father?
Nothing. Not directly, anyway, but it's all there, in between the lines.
Put it down.
I couldn't tell you the truth yesterday because I hadn't finished going through it. That's why I stayed off work today, to finish my notes.
Your notes?
I've cross-referenced everything. I've searched through all the documents in the caravan. Of course, I wouldn't expect her to write about our night together. It's too painful. But where she was, what she was doing, it's all there.
All right. Tell us. When did it all happen?
I had a summer job at the old Sun Hill Grand. I've still got the payslip from the week she was appearing. Still got the poster from the show. I can tell you exactly what she was wearing when we met.
How old were you?
17.
And how long did this romance go on?
A night. The most magical night of my life. There's never been anyone since.
Even if this is true, it doesn't prove you're Gail's father.
I've devoted my entire life to knowing everything about Sadie. Gail's my daughter.
And that's why you changed your name.
I'm part of the family.
And send birthday cards and flowers.
What's wrong with cards and flowers? I'm her dad.
And the song that you keep playing down the phone, that's about your magical night together, I suppose.
Yes.
Then why all the secrecy? Stuff hidden away in a caravan that you don't tell anyone about. Stolen files and folders. Why not go into a shop and buy the stationery you need? It's all a bit furtive, isn't it? A bit strange, a bit perverted.
No.
Gail didn't give you this. You stole it from Sadie Tyler's car.
That's not true. I'd never steal anything from Sadie. She's everything to me.
What's Conway doing here?
Ooh, whatever it is, we're about to catch him at it.
I can't think what it was.
Whispers.
Of course it was. Of course it was. It's the only
Hello,
one.
sir.
I just came to thank Sadie for last night.
Good news. We've recovered your manuscript.
Wonderful. Where is it?
I'm afraid we're going to have to keep it for the moment as evidence, but we thought you ought to know that Pete Tyler had it in his possession after all.
Well, maybe now he'll leave us all alone.
We'd actually like to ask you a few questions, please, Miss Tyler.
No? Why?
Well, maybe we should talk in private.
No? Why, what's Pete been saying?
Well, he claims that you gave him the manuscript.
Well, he would say that, wouldn't he?
You did, didn't you? You gave him my book.
Yeah.
Why?
It's private.
Nobody was supposed to read it yet.
I think I can guess why she gave it to him.
I told the Chief Inspector about Pete Tyler's obsession with you.
We were bound to find out, you know.
Well, I never dreamt Mum would contact the police. Then when you searched Pete's flat and he didn't say anything, I just thought that would be the end of it.
You understand that wasting police time's a serious matter.
I know. Sorry. Look, I'd had enough. I wanted Pete to see for himself. He's not even mentioned in Mum's book.
You've never read it.
Mum, you asked me to take it to the typing bureau.
And he's not mentioned in it.
No.
Well, it's actually had the reverse effect. Pete claims the book backs him up.
No! How can he?
He says he can produce documentary evidence to prove that he was around when you were conceived.
Rubbish. What kind of documentary evidence?
That he was working at the Sun Hill Grand when you appeared there.
What does that prove? That's not evidence.
Look, all we needed was confirmation that Pete Tyler didn't steal the manuscript. We needn't waste any more of your time. Sir?
I'll see you out. Where was the manuscript in the end?
Pete's got a caravan at Parsons Field. You should see it, sir. Stacked solid with everything ever to do with Sadie Tyler.
Now do you see how sick he really is? He's crazy.
Does Gail know who her real father is?
No. Look, where did you find that manuscript?
You know, perhaps the easiest way to put a stop to all this is for Sadie to talk about it.
No, I don't want Gail upset.
She's already upset. I think I should speak to Sadie.
No, you don't have to do that.
You did once ask for my advice.
Look, I'll tell you. Explain everything. Sadie and I started an affair almost the minute we met. I was married. And I know it's an old chestnut, but I love my wife. She died 15 years ago.
Are you trying to tell me you're Gail's father?
It would have been particularly cruel if my wife had ever found out because she wasn't able to have children herself. So Sadie and I never told a soul. Until now.
Not even Gail?
Oh, we left it too late. Imagine growing up never knowing your father and then finding out that he'd been there beside you all the time. It would have been too hard.
Do you mind if we get back to work now, sir?
Yes, of course.
Derek. You will be discreet, for Gail's sake. You know, deep down, I'm sure she knows. We're very close. Believe me, I've always been there for her. Always.
All's well that ends well.
I am really sorry, and you've been so kind.
Thank you, Derek, for looking after us. This whole thing's got out of hand. It seems that man knows more about me than I do. He sent me a family tree once he'd researched. He even had copies of my grandparents' birth and death certificates, all sorts of things like that.
Oh, there's a whole caravan full of it, apparently.
Caravan? Oh, dear. What a way to be commemorated. It's hardly Graceland, is it?
No, Parsons Field.
How embarrassing. Imagine if the tabloids got hold of it. Sadie Tyler's Memorial Library. In a caravan.
They won't want me back at the library now.
Why don't you find something else to think about, like stamp collecting or train spotting?
I enjoyed last night, sir. Bit of a lucky break finding Sadie Tyler.
Yeah. All thanks to you, June. Want to know what happened?
Mm-hmm.
I had a parcel. 20 years ago, I'd have followed it up. Mind you, she was that hyped up from her performance on stage, she'd probably make a pass at anybody.
Well, so what? It's a good one for your memoirs.
Yeah.
8-4 from Sierra Oscar receiving.
Go ahead.
Parsons Field, caravan on fire, possible arson.
On way.
All right. Yeah, go on. How did this happen, mate? Arson. Apparently he was inside. The ambulance is on its way.
Who did this, Gail? Or Warner?
Quick. Gotta get in there!
Pete!
I can't let it all burn!
Pete! Pete, you need to go to hospital. Sort it out later.
I'm not going anywhere. Did you see anyone? Bob Warner. Why would he do this? Why? I wasn't harming anyone. All right. Yeah.
Proctor, let him go.
You didn't tell Warner about the caravan?
No. I bet Conway did.
Crime Ocu have been informed. They belong to the fan who was harassing the singer from last night, is that right?
Yes.
You said her manager did this?
Yeah, Bob Warner. It's all my fault. I should have seen this coming. But I was too starstruck to pick up on what was going on around me.
Well, she certainly got charisma. I saw you two together last night. Anyway, I thought this sorted the fan out. Why torch his caravan?
It's a long story. Come on, sort this out properly this time.
What'll happen?
Why don't you come down to the station later? We'll know more then.
Well, when Gail gets back, she can drive me.
I thought Gail was upstairs. Where's she gone?
In the car, please.
No, wait. Where's she gone?
To talk to Pete. She thought if you spoke to him directly, told him...
But she can't do that. Who knows what he'd do?
Get in the car.
Derek, please.
Hang on a minute. Has she gone to his flat?
I suppose so.
I've got to sort this out, Jeff. I've taken my eye off the ball once already today. June? Yeah, Derek Conway, get somebody round to Pete Tyler's flat straight away, will you?
That's their car.
Have a look here.
Pete!
I don't want a solicitor or anything. You just go ahead and do what you have to. I'm getting old. Doesn't matter what happens to me. But Gail's got her life before her. It can't go on like this.
You set fire to the caravan?
Yes.
What about Pete? You knew he was inside?
No. Well, no. I swear I didn't want to hurt him. Just wasn't thinking.
You intended to stop Pete harassing you for good, didn't you?
Well, it was me who sent for the fire brigade.
What if he'd been killed?
But it never occurred to me he was in there. Honestly, I thought he'd be at work. There's always bits and pieces I wanted to destroy. All the junk his sick fantasy feeds off. I did it for Gail.
You sure it was for Gail, Bob? You told me that Gail didn't know that you were her father. And by the sound of it, Sadie didn't reveal the truth in her book, either.
Well, that doesn't matter.
But what if all the documents Pete had in his caravan persuaded Gail that his claim was true? Is that what you're afraid of?
Well, theatre tickets and programmes and posters don't make him her dad. If you believe that, then you're worse than he is.
But that's why you set fire to the caravan, to settle this issue once and for all.
Archives and indexes and documents aren't real life. Being with her, loving her, spending time with her, that's what matters. Why do you think I put up with Sadie all these years? Knowing facts doesn't make someone her father. It's got nothing to do with facts. I'm her father. He's not taking that away from me. Has Gail come home yet?
I don't know.
You will make sure she's all right.
Yes.
Sir, Gail Tyler's car's parked outside Pete's flat, but no one's there. She's not answering her mobile.
If you were Pete Tyler, where would you go?
On Nick and I went back to the library where he works, and nobody's got any idea where he is.
The old Sun Hill Grand?
What?
Nick mentioned it. He says it's where Pete claims he first met Sadie, where it all began.
I didn't know there was a Sun Hill Grand.
Yeah, it was turned into a club years ago. It's on Westway Avenue.
It's worth a try.
Gail's still not back. I had to call a cab.
We're doing everything we can to find her.
What about Bob?
He's going to be charged with arson. Now, it can carry a custodial sentence, and he might not make bail.
What does that mean?
He may be remanded in custody.
He can't come home?
Look, if there's anything I can do to help.
I don't know what he was thinking. Who knows what was in that caravan? There might have been all kinds of material I could have used in my book.
This must be it.
Okay.
Right, it's closed down.
If it's a theatre, there must be an on-stage door,
Right.
say.
Come on.
Looks like Mr. Conway was right.
First time today. Be careful, Guy. Go on. Pete, it's the police. Pete. I'm PC Klein, this is PC Worrell. Do you remember us, Pete? What are you doing here, Pete? Where's Gal, mate?
You should get him to hospital.
Where's Gal, Pete? Come on.
I'll stay with him. You have a look around. Sierra Oscar from 682, receiving.
It's all right, it's the police. Stand back, Gal. I'm going to break the door down, all right?
You're all right. I'm going to be so stupid saying I'd come in with him.
Not
I thought
her.
he was going to leave me here forever. No, I'm just scared. I was so upset about Bob. So what I thought if I agreed to come here and get it out of his system,
Come on, Scout.
and leave me alone. I'm so stupid. He said this was Mum's dressing room. He said it was the only place that mattered in the world, that I belonged there, and he locked me in. I don't want him saying he's my father. He's horrible. He's mad. I don't want him.
None of this has sunk in yet. I can't thank you enough for finding Gail.
I'm just glad she wasn't hurt. We'll drop her back here when she's finished her statement.
And thank you for bringing me back. I bless my guardian angels for sending me you, Derek.
Well, I'm grateful to you too, Sadie. I was feeling a bit sorry for myself. You made me buck my ideas up, see things in a better light.
I suppose the tabloids will be onto this in a flash. It's a big story now. Bob always handled my publicity.
Yes, well, it's a shame you two didn't tell the truth years ago.
Gail's not Bob's daughter, you know. She couldn't be.
But he told me you had an affair.
Yes, but he's infertile. His wife told me. I know he likes to look on Gail as his own, but I'd always reckoned he admitted the truth to himself.
Well, who is Gail's father?
It was the swinging 60s, Derek. You know what it was like. One night stand. I haven't a clue.
But it's not Pete.
No. At least, I don't think so. I honestly don't remember meeting him. Anyway, it hardly matters now after all these years. You coming in for a drink?
Another time.
Well, I must get busy on the phone while the story's still red hot. I'll have no trouble finding a publisher for my book now, will I? Keep in touch.
Goodbye, Sadie Tyler.
Come on, Nick! We're going to be late!
He's on his way. Oh, you have to take time before you down the line. No, I got a call. There's a job on.
Hey, Tony, it's your first out of the flying squad today.
Yeah, no, I've got a dash. I'll tell you about it later.
Speaking of which...
Oh, Tony's got the life, eh? All that driving around in fast cars, the smell of burning rubber, and the fit women.
Can we get out of here, or is we going to have a very exciting start to the day?
There's nothing I like more than an early morning rollicking.
So I've heard.
Bit of a baptism of fire for you, Tony. I'll introduce you as we go along. Hello, boys. Go on. Tony, this is the team. Larry, John, and Yasser. He'll show you the ropes. I'll see you at the back.
Cheers, Scuff.
Good to meet you. Tony, isn't it? Call me Yas. As you probably gathered, we've got a job on.
You're a driver, not a shot.
That was a DS, my carrot. My advice is don't let him get to you, right?
You're with me, Tony, so I can let you know what's happening on the way. Just gonna have a word with John and we'll be off.
Go. So, what's this about?
The DI will tell you what you need to know. You're the driver, Tony. Here to get us from A to B, that's all.
Yeah, but...
No buts. You're not squad. So listen to orders and do as you're told, then you won't get in the way. Understood?
Remember what I said.
Yeah. But you didn't warn me it was this much of a pillock.
It's just because you're the new boy. He's flexing his muscles.
So, where's the job?
Terry Barwood's a known armed robber we've been watching for a long while. Specialises in bank jobs. Never managed to pin one on him, though.
And today?
Information he's planning another, so we've had him under close observation. Him and his usual running mates, Williams and Lewis. But we lost sight of them last night.
Now it looks like Barwood's on the move.
Which is why we've got the whole team going out.
Right, let's go. We've only had an intermittent watch on Williams and Lewis, but they didn't turn up at any of their usual haunts last night. Then the car watching Barwood informs us he's out bright and early. Well, I think that's too much of a coincidence.
They worked together before?
A couple of times we suspect, but we can't prove it. Now, Tony, be aware, these boys aren't amateurs. They use violence as and when necessary. They don't think twice about it.
DI Lomax from Central 20. Just turning into Channing Street, heading north.
Received. Now take the first left off the next roundabout, and we should intercept them at the top of Monier Street.
And it's a bank job?
Well, we can't be sure. The information we've got so far has been good. Suggestion is it could be on your patch.
So no.
At least you'll know where we're going then, won't you?
He stopped, Gov. Parked up, getting out of the car. He's gone over to a black Scorpio. Papa 87 Yankee Tango Hotel.
Who's in the Scorpio, Len?
Hard to see, Gov. Looks like Williams driving. There's another bloke. Not Lewis. No, don't know him, Gov. They're moving again. Turning right to Taft Road.
It's all right, Gov. As DS Harrop says, I know where I'm going now.
Got you in sight, then. Drop back and we'll take over. Central 10, following target 1. Left into...
Haslam Road.
Left into Haslam Road, over. MP from Central 10, vehicle check, please. Black Scorpio. Papa 87, Yankee Tango Hotel. Repeat, Papa 87, Yankee Tango Hotel, over.
Received.
Nice car for a speedy getaway.
Traffic will be building up soon. Won't matter how powerful your car is then. If the road's jammed, you won't get far.
So have you ever wanted to strap for the flying squad, then?
The Macho Brigade, they wouldn't let me in.
Will they have women?
That's not worth worrying about, is it?
Nah. Wonder what Tony's doing right now.
They'll be sitting around eating bacon butties, exchanging sexist jokes, I imagine.
Oh, you have a problem with that, don't you?
There's nothing wrong with a good sexist joke, but I draw the line at bacon butties. They're too high in cholesterol for me. Speaking of which, there's a tea store opens early down at the stadium. We can get a decent cup of coffee there.
Central 10 from MP. Real vehicle check, Papa 87, Yankee Tango Hotel. It should be a black Scorpio reported lost or stolen from the Bronte estate 2 days ago.
Received. Pull over, Tony. I think it's going down today. Central 20 from DI Lomax. Suspect car has stopped outside the London Allied Bank in Tamar Street. Over.
We got Williams and Barwood here. That just leaves Lewis. Where's he?
I've got a bad feeling about that. This is it. All units from DI Lomax, I want you positioned out of sight of the bank, over.
Base from Central 10. Can you contact London Allied Bank Security? I need a list of all key holders and employees of Sun Hill Branch, ASAP.
Received.
What's going on?
The bloke that let him in knew the code and must have had a key, so he probably works there.
Forced to help?
They've either got his wife or a member of his family to make sure he cooperates.
Lewis?
He must be around somewhere. I think he'd enjoy terrorising some poor woman, don't you?
Right up his street.
Right, this is what we do. We don't touch anyone. We don't let anyone know we're onto them until we know what's happening.
How long will it take?
It's time locks, isn't it? The vault can't be opened until the locks are released by head office, usually about 9 o'clock.
Why get here so early, then?
To be inside and out of sight before the other staff arrive. Now, he's relying on holding the family to make the manager, whoever he's got in there, act normal and hand over the cash once the locks are off. But he can't be seen by the other bank staff. Then he can slip out like Joe Public once the bank's open. Staff arriving.
Should we stop her, Gov?
No. I don't want to alert the getaway driver.
Surely we're putting her at risk, allowing her to go in.
Driver hasn't moved a muscle. He was expecting her. That means it's going according to plan. If we stop her, it won't be. We'll be putting them all at risk.
I feel much more human now.
No. Look, it's all gone down my jumper.
Oh, you need a bib, mate.
Sierra Oscar 1 from Sierra Oscar receiving, over.
Go ahead, Sarge.
London Allied Bank, Tamar Street, Central Station alarm operating.
Yeah, we're on our way.
Central 10 from base. Allied London states there are 15 employees at the bank. 10 are female, and of the men, only 2 are in the age bracket you want. The manager, Nigel Austin, 38, dark hair, over 6 feet, and Jonathan Howard, 32, fair hair, about 5 feet 10 inches tall, over.
It's the manager. Received. Have we got an address or any other information on the manager Austin, over?
Address is 2, that's 2, Larchfield Close, Sun Hill. Married, 2 children, over.
Mike, you and Tony get round the house. Check it out, discreetly. If they are holding the family, I don't want to let them know we're on some wire. Yaz, let's take a walk, do some window shopping. See if we can't stop anyone else from going in. From DI Lomax, get after that car. Hey! What the hell do you think you're doing? DI Lomax, flying squad.
Yeah, we're responding to a central station alarm at the bank. What's going on?
DS out from DI Lomax.
How am I supposed to know what's going on?
Mike, we've got a serious problem down here. You anyone near the house yet? Just getting there now, Gov. What's up, over?
They've been spooked this end. They may tip off the others.
Bloody hell. Keep going. Gotta stop him. Too dangerous. Take it easy. Don't let him know we're onto him. One man armed with a shotgun abducting the family, Gov. Looks like Lewis.
Blue Nissan Sunny, Charlie 264, Tango Papa Juliet.
Don't lose him. Come on. Go left at the end towards the main road. Maybe we can pick him up. We've lost him, Gov.
We'll try and find them, Mike. If not, get back here. Clear the area. Use that lotter's area. I'm going to give the superintendent the good news.
We heard.
I'll see if there's anyone free to help.
How many people are in the bank?
Just 2, we think.
And one armed robber?
We don't know he is armed. He may just relied on holding the family to make sure the manager did as he was told.
London hostage situation. Flying squad in attendance request extra backup to clear the area. Over.
Well, that's good, isn't it? We've lost them all now.
We'll have to wait here till you lot arrive. Don't want a passing burglar having away with the silver, do we?
Central 10 from MP receiving, over.
Go ahead, MP.
Real car check. Charlie 264, Tango Papa Juliet. Should be a blue Nissan Sunny, reported stolen yesterday from Granby House, Bronte Estate. Sierra Oscar section, over.
All received.
Should we check the house? If there's any clues where they may have taken the family.
There won't be any. They're not the sort of amateurs you're used to dealing with.
If they're so good, how come it's gone horribly wrong? Or maybe they were so busy putting you off the scent they forgot about the local police.
Don't you believe it? Barwood would have planned for every eventuality.
Pity you weren't so well prepared then, innit?
I'm sorry, sir, if you could just move from the area. Thanks very much.
Oi! Go! Get down!
Come to me. It's all right. Come. Good. You're all right. It's quite safe.
I didn't know what to do. He's got a gun.
You sure?
Yes. I saw it. A small one, a handgun. He's got Mr. Austin. He told me to tell you he'd kill him if you don't let him go.
How did he know we were out here?
A call. On his mobile. Then he rang someone else. Told them to take Mr. Austin's family.
Take her out of here. I'll need to talk to her later.
And move that car as well. I want you to cordon off the road.
Yeah, backup's on its way, boss.
Good. Now, I want you to clear an area from this pedestrian precinct at this end down to the lights at this end. I mean, close the road off. Right. Yes? I want you to set the communications centre up outside the Building Society here. Put a tap on the bank phone and get the TSU here. We need all the help we can get. Get moving.
Close the road in rush hour. Cool. Computer's gonna love this, mate.
It wouldn't have triggered the alarm if I'd known. I saw someone hiding in Mr. Austin's office, you see. And Mr. Austin was acting strangely. I just thought he was being threatened. I didn't know about his family.
You couldn't have known.
I thought I was helping. But I've just made things worse, haven't I?
Right, Gus. I'm needed back at the bank. We can leave the scene examiner to get on with things here.
I'll take it Barwood's not giving up easily then.
Didn't expect him to.
We're around here, is he?
Why are you asking?
I'm just trying to understand why he picked on this area, that's all.
Because the bank fitted his plans.
Yeah, but if you...
Just leave the investigating to me, right?
We'll need some more diversion signs around the corner. Further up that end of the road, Nick, or we'll end up with gridlock. You two organise that. I'll see if they need anything else.
Right, you better go organise that, all right?
Come on, Barwood. Where have they taken the family?
Don't treat me like I'm stupid.
Look, we can do a deal. I'm sure we can. But you got to release the family first.
No chance. They're my biggest bargaining point.
Terry, you're surrounded by police officers. And I can't do a deal until I know they're safe. Think about it.
I'll think about it when I'm safely out of here, right? That's the deal. Me and Nigel leave here in a car provided by your good selves. And when I'm away free, then I'll let Nigel go and arrange to leave his family somewhere for you to find them, OK?
Now, you know I can't agree to that.
Think about the alternatives, Keith. Think about those kids. You know I won't hesitate. Talk to your boss if you have to. Get permission, think about it. Don't take all day.
I'll give him a couple of minutes and call him back.
SO19 are on the way and the area's now clear.
Good. We don't want any more strays getting in the way, do we? At last. This is Jerry Benson from the Technical Support Unit. You all right?
Yeah, good to see you.
Taps in place?
Yep, and I brought some wall mics. Thought we might be able to listen in through those.
What about Barwood's mobile phone? Can we trace that?
Hard if it's digital, which it will be, but I'll check.
Is there anything else we can do?
Thanks, but I think you got your hands full keeping the area clear. And there's no way out of the back of the bank, so we've got to wait and see what his next move is.
So what's going on then, Tony? You can give us the inside knowledge, can't you?
Don't ask me. I'm only here to drive. There's this DS, right? He's got a chip on his shoulder to feed the 5,000. Treats me like his personal chauffeur.
Tell him where to get off.
It's not that easy, though, is it? What I'd really like to do is to show the obnoxious little runt that I'm as good as he is.
How you can do that, Tony? Solve the case for him?
No, but I might try and at least get a lead, Vicky. I've got an idea on that, as a matter of fact, and you can help me.
How's that, then?
2 cars used this morning. Both reported as stolen from the Bronte. One from someone in Granby House. Not sure about the other one. What I'd really like to know is who's active there? Who's a likely suspect?
Well, surely this bunch would have sorted their own cars.
Yeah, but I think they may have found themselves a TDA merchant. Paid him to do it.
Sounds reasonable.
But won't the squad be checking out the cars?
Eventually, I'm sure. But at the moment, they've got other priorities. Besides, we've got an advantage over them. Local knowledge.
All right, I'll see what I can do.
Cheers, Vic.
We can't trace a mobile number for Barwood, and there's none registered in his name.
And it is digital, so no chance the scanner's picking it up in an area like this.
We have to trace the calls to Williams and Lewis, Jerry. It's the only way of finding out where they've taken the family.
Well, there's no way he'd use the bank phones.
Yeah, you're right. He knows we'll be monitoring the landlines.
I'm back, Guff. How's it going?
It's a stalemate, Mike. Looks like it's going to be a long haul. Right. Anybody got any bright ideas?
If we were to disable the bank phones, well, then he'd have to use his mobile to call you. I'll be able to get the number and trace all his calls.
No, I don't want to break communications. We've still got a hostage in there.
Maybe we're looking at it from the wrong viewpoint, then.
Go on, I'm listening.
If we jam the mobile phone, then he'll have to use the landline to speak to his friends.
Can we do that?
Well, technically, yes. Devices that jam mobile signals do exist, but I haven't got one.
Can you get one?
Yeah, but you can't jam a big area, surely. You'd have to consider other people's phones. I mean, our radios, it'd cause chaos.
No, I think it is possible to restrict the interference to a very small area. Question is whether or not I can get my hands on a device. I'll ring round.
I'll help. What do you want me to do?
Call Special Branch?
Excuse me?
What about his associates? Where they live?
No, we've traced them all and none of them have gone home. Yes? Contact the letting agencies. He must have a safe house lined up, so he should have got it from somewhere. If Barwood so much as looked at a property he had in the last few months, I want to know about it.
We could just turn his gaff over. Might have left us some sort of clue.
All right. Get Tony to take you.
We'll check out Barwood's flat.
DS Harrop not coming in?
No. He's got some harebrained scheme to jam all the mobile phones in the area. Force Barwood to use a landline so we can trace the call.
Is that possible?
I don't think the jammer's illegal in this country. But if it keeps him out of the way...
I'm all for it. Back to old-fashioned policing, then.
This high-tech stuff's all very good in its place. Sometimes you have to do it the hard way.
Here's another one. Kieran Maguire. Looks very interesting. It's got lots of previous.
Got him. Currently active?
Oh, yes. A night in would be a nice change.
Well, we can't give all these to Tony. He'll be checking them all week.
Sergeant Boyden's arrested Kieran before. Last time in a group of 4. He might know the best betters.
It's worth a try.
Come on.
What do you two want?
A word about Kieran Maguire.
What a surprise. What's the little scrape done now?
We're just checking who may be responsible for a spate of stolen cars, Sarge.
What, from the Bronte? Kieran's your most likely suspect. Reckons himself. Thinks he's going to be the next Sterling Moss.
No one else?
Not in his league.
Right, cheers, Sarge.
By the way, before you go, you got a call. PI, Stamer Lane. I'm sure Kieran can wait.
Hardly a home from home, is it?
Means Barwood must have somewhere else lined up.
Could be where they're holding the family. Hello? Yeah, Nick, what you got for me?
Yeah, name tone. Kieran Maguire, number 9 Granby House. I can't chase it up, mate. We've been called to an accident.
Yeah, Kieran Maguire. Cheers, Nick. Both the getaway cars were stolen from the Bronte estate during the last week. No, it's not my job, but I just wondered who was the most active there currently.
Good thinking. Definitely worth a punt. Let's pay this lad a visit. The ILO mates from DC Desai receiving over.
Go ahead, yes.
Tony's got a possible lead on the source of these stolen cars, Gov. I'd like to follow it up, over.
Yeah, you go ahead, Yaz, but keep me posted out.
And nice to know that PC Stamp's local knowledge is coming in useful.
Yeah. How you feeling? You all right? Tell me where they are exactly.
Well, before I came out, he was here. You wouldn't be able to see him through the front.
How can we get in? Can we force these shutters?
No. They're designed to keep terrorists out and can only be opened from the inside. The only way in is through these two locked doors here and here.
No chance of rushing him, then? What about the mics? At least we can hear what's going on.
There's no point putting the mics in the front here. We hear nothing through the lobby. Main window's too exposed.
And what about here, inside the lobby?
No, the shutter will be best. It's thinner.
We'll need to get into it.
That's easy. There's a digital lock. I can give you the code.
Good.
But there's a camera in the lobby.
Where's the VDU? Is he in the manager's office?
No. In the main room by my desk here.
Hopefully he'll stay where he is, safely out of sight.
We'll have to risk it.
How are we getting on with the mobile jamming devices?
Well, it's not legal to import them into the country at present, Gov, but rumour has it that Special Branch have some.
The chances of getting them to admit to it, let alone lend us one, are about 0, I'd say.
Got to be worth a try, that.
No, I'll leave it, Mike. It's taking too long. The lobby's our best option. Give Jerry a hand with the wall mics, and then get onto your informants. Find out what the word is on the street about the safe house.
If we can be of any help there, let us know.
Thanks. Meanwhile, let the locals know that we appreciate their cooperation and we'll get it done as soon as we can. Or tell them we don't give a tinkers and we'll get it done as and when, whichever you think's best. All right.
Kieran Maguire.
Who wants to know?
PC Stamp, DC Desai.
What do you want?
Chat. Why don't you go ask us in?
Come in. So what's it about then?
We hear you're the best driver on this estate.
And?
I'm surprised I never asked you to be the getaway driver.
Unless you turn them down, of course.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Bank job this morning.
Nah, sorry, doesn't ring any bells.
We heard you supplied the cars.
If I'd have supplied the cars, I'd have been the driver, right?
Big job like that? Thousands of pounds?
Hundreds of thousands.
Cars nicked from this estate. Come on, it must have been you, Kieran. Nobody else is good enough, are they?
You're having a laugh, ain't you? From this estate, most of them don't know their arse from their elbow.
This gang would have wanted the best working for them.
The cars can't have come from here.
Black Scorpio, blue Nissan Sunny, nicked from here the last few days.
Not by me, mate.
We're looking at conspiracy charges here, Kieran. Kidnapping, possibly worse.
Well, you can look at what you like. I never did it. All you got is a load of old talk. I'm not stupid. You wouldn't be having a nice little chat if you had any evidence, would you? I'll be down the nick so fast my feet wouldn't touch.
It's got to be him.
Did a pretty good job of acting innocent then.
Maybe we should go and interview some of the others on the list.
No, I think we should go back to the bank.
This Barwood, has he ever used violence before?
Crushed a security guard. He's even been known to use GBH on his own men if they don't toe the line.
What about the two blokes that take the family, Williams and Lewis?
Williams isn't much of a problem, but Lewis, well, he's a bit of a psycho.
And this is the bloke Barwood has left with a mother and 2 kids?
Yeah.
Don't worry about the cameras, Jerry. Just get in and out of there fast. Control from DI Lomax. Gunfire from within. Jerry, get out of there now.
Oh, someone's shouting, but I can't hear what they're saying.
They must be in the offices at the rear of the bank.
Could try putting a mic on the back wall.
Yeah, well, I need to know what's going on now, don't I? Terry, what happened?
He's okay.
Yeah, well, I need to be sure.
I'm telling you, he tried to grab the gun and it went off, hit the ceiling.
Terry, I need to be sure he's all right, or I'm going to send a team in.
Here, tell him you're all right. I've got my head, that's it.
He sounds injured.
Just a bump on the head, he's fine.
Do you need a doctor? I need to be sure he's all right.
Come to the door then. No tricks, or he'll be dead.
All units, hold your fire.
See? It's just a cut. He's fine.
Are you all right, Mr. Austin?
Now get me a car and a guarantee that I can leave here safely. Before he bleeds to death, all right?
Nine Granby House disturbance. Any units free to deal?
That's Kieran Maguire's place. Sierra Oscar from Sierra 1. We'll take that one, Sarge. Don't reckon it was Tony, do you? I mean, the last we heard, he was on his way over there.
He'd call for backup if he was in trouble, wouldn't he?
If he could, I'll give him a call. If it's not him, he'll want to know what's going on. Hello, Tony. You're not still at Granby House, are you? A fracas at Kieran's flat. Stir things up, did you?
Yeah. Thanks, Nick. We'll meet you there. Disturbance at Kieran's.
What are you waiting for? Let's get back there.
Got me! Got me!
That's each other.
Calm down!
Just calm yourself down.
Oh, this is Kieran. Who's this?
No. Poxy little brother.
Happy families or what?
So come on in. What's the fighting all about?
Nothing.
Nothing? You think it's over nothing?
Shut it!
Don't tell me to shut it!
Will you just behave yourself,
Let's try and be civilised about this, OK? So what's it all about?
He called me stupid.
You are stupid!
You only come to me for the cars in, eh? Not you!
I thought you was me, didn't I?
I'm number one now. The professionals come to me.
Professionals, we're not professionals. We'll come and beat you in the nose!
I think we can finish this off at the station. What do you reckon, Tony?
You're arresting us. You can't arrest us. We're domestic.
Nothing domestic about you, mate. Thanks, Nick.
Look, Terry, I'll speak to my governor and see what he has to say, but it's going to take a bit of time, OK? Do you need anything? Food? Drink?
You think I trust you? Go and talk to whoever you need to. And it better not be too long, do you hear? Or I might be tempted to free one of those kids, minus a finger or two. Told you, shut up!
He's beginning to lose it.
Could we perhaps play along with him, for a while at least? Get him in a car, then follow him.
And risk losing him. Then we'd have nothing. Better to keep him here under surveillance. Any joy in that radio mic on the rear wall?
No. According to the plans, the toilet's between us and the manager's office. Can't hear a thing. But let you know if anyone goes to the loo.
Oh, cheers. I'll look forward to that.
Don't mess us about, Niall. 2 kids are in danger.
Not from me.
I realise that, but you've got to help us find them. You stole the 2 cars for order, is that right?
200 quid, but they never said what they was for.
Was it Barwood?
I don't know, he was a tall, dark geezer.
Williams?
Never asked his name, did I? It's not the sort of thing you do in my line of business, is it?
Business? 200 quid for 2 hot cars? You were robbed.
Well, if I'd have known it's for a bank job, I'd have asked for more.
How about for a kidnapping? What would you ask for if you knew about that?
But I didn't know. I swear it. I had nothing to do with a kidnapping.
So prove it. Tell us where you took the cars and who you delivered them to.
Met this guy at the flat, near the tube. I was just supposed to leave him there, but I was a bit delayed with a second. Slight technical hitch. Know what I mean? So, he told me to deliver the other one elsewhere.
Where?
Some old house, out of the country, near High Beach. Then he dropped me back to Sunhill. Said I forget I ever saw the place.
But you haven't, have you?
I don't know the address. But I could probably take you there.
Interview terminated 2:17. Development?
Yeah. We think we've located where the hostages are being kept. Well, at least Tony and Yaz have. Somewhere in this region here, near High Beach.
But you don't know exactly where?
And we're relying on one of your local tow rags to show us the way.
If I go up the station, Gov, pick him up?
No, I'll be going, Mike. I want you in charge here.
Yeah, but you'd be negotiating with Barwood.
Well, I've hardly struck up a rapport with him, have I? He's not going to notice if you take over.
Well, it's not correct procedure.
For goodness sake, Mike, stop fussing. We got 3 hostages, women and children, in a much trickier situation. I'm the senior officer. I needed there, all right?
Sir?
Any problems? Inspector Monroe will be here, won't you?
You better not mess about now, right? My governor's got one hell of a temper.
D.I. Lomax coming, is he?
Yeah, dear Sarah's staying at the bank.
That's a result.
Yeah, it's left at the junction, I'm sure. You better be. Central 20 from D.I. Lomax, left at the junction.
Received.
Yeah, look, there's the entrance to the lane. Central 20 from D.I. Lomax. There is a concealed entrance 50 yards from the junction on the right. Do not go down it, John. Go past and wait there, understood?
All received.
Describe it to me. Is it a straight road down to the house?
No, it's a long way down. It's about a mile. Lots of woods and stuff.
One road in, one road out?
Well, I only use the one.
Is it just one farmhouse?
Yeah, don't worry, you won't get the wrong one. It's scruffy, you know, run down.
We stand out like a sore thumb here.
Be getting dark soon.
We'll go to the next village and wait there. That'll give SO19 and TSU a chance to get here. We can send Noel back.
I don't mind staying.
Once it's dark, we'll do a recce on foot and decide where to deploy everyone, all right?
All in position, Gov. Building surrounded.
We need to make sure it's them inside, yes? Not some innocent person who's no idea how many guns are pointing at him, you know what I mean?
Can't see anyone keeping watch outside, Gov.
No, neither can I. Jerry, get the thermal imaging camera, see if we can spot anyone in the yard.
Nope, not even a dog.
Oh, that's good. We don't need one losing their wedding tackle to some Rottweiler, do we?
Here, keep looking just in case. Someone's just come into the kitchen, Gov. Too muffled to make out the words.
At least we know they're both inside. I just hope he's brought us to the right place, that's all.
Cars will clinch it.
That's a good idea, Tony. Yes? Take a shifty down there and check it out.
I'll go.
You stay there, Tony. Yaz will do it.
Did you see him, Gov?
That looks like Lewis.
Looks like he's found the cars, Gov.
Good. Now all we need to know is where the hostages are.
Sir, child crying upstairs, front room on the left.
Right. I want fibre optic cameras, wall mics, whatever you've got, wherever you can put it. We need to know where they all are before we go in, right?
Yeah?
Lomax's still not back.
No, he's discussing your proposals with his senior officer.
Something's going on. He wouldn't have left without good reason. What's he up to?
Look, he's just trying to get permission to let you go with your hostage, that's all. You're asking a lot, and you got to give us time.
I don't have to give you anything, mate. So you tell Lomax to get back here now. I don't like talking to his monkey, and I don't like not knowing what he's up to, right?
Is D.I. Lomax able to get back?
No. That is good. Getting a bit rattled. Keep them on his toes.
Well, I thought the approved approach was to keep everyone calm. Perhaps I can help.
Yeah, couldn't organise a takeaway, could you? I'm starving. And with the governor on an outing in the country, we've nobody spare.
Now, the mother and children all seem to be in the same room, yeah?
Yeah, the upper front room, Gov. The kid won't stop crying, though, which makes it hard for me to tell if anyone's in the room with them.
There's definitely a bloke in the kitchen. Just outside of the window. Can hear him moving around. I'm getting much better sound resolution downstairs now.
We need to know where the second man is.
When Brian gets back, we'll see what the fibre optics bring.
I think he's ready to place the second camera, Gov.
Gov? Sounds like footsteps on the landing, going towards the stairs.
Is he away from the front door yet?
He's putting the camera in place.
Going down the stairs, towards the front door.
Brian, get away from the door. He's clear, Gov. He's gone into the kitchen anyway. I think you should listen to this.
The brat's getting on my nerves. Is she sick? Do I give her monkeys? Mother says she's got a stomachache, wants a doctor. What do you think? We can't get a doctor out here. Well, what if it's serious? Kids get stomachache. She'll be all right. And if not, it's one less to worry about, isn't it?
We should do something.
What do you suggest?
I don't know. Go in there, get him out, anything.
No, Tony, what we do is we stay calm and bide our time. We go charging in there, and they could all end up dead. Can we see anything yet?
We're getting there. It's the hallway. See the bottom of the stairs here? This is the one attached to the upper front window.
I can't see anyone in the room with her. Can we adjust it so we can see the door?
It's very limited movement.
So Lewis could be sitting the other side of that door?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I can't risk going in there unless I know he's somewhere else.
Sounds like the kid's really sick, Gov. Mrs. Austin seems to think it could be her appendix. She's getting agitated, insisting they call an ambulance.
She could be bluffing, pretending the child's ill.
Not the way that kid's crying, Gov. Unless she's in line for an Oscar, it's for real. And William's just called Barwood and wants permission to call a doc, but Barwood said no way.
No, he's not here.
Then get him, because time's running out. Now, either me and Austin get out of here in the next half hour, one of those kids gets it. You
Now,
hear me,
look,
mate?
let's keep calm.
I want that car outside, half an hour. Or you'll have a dead kid on your hands. Understand?
D.I. Lomax from D.S. Harrop receiving over.
Go ahead, Mike.
Something's unsettled him, Gov. He's given us an ultimatum.
Yeah, I know, Mike. It's okay. We'll be ready to move ASAP this end. Now, I need you to hold on a while longer. It's important he doesn't know we're onto the house, okay? There's an ambulance on the way if necessary. What's the story, yes?
All the hostages are in here, with one suspect placed outside this door on the landing here, and the other downstairs in the kitchen.
We can't go in whilst he's still beside the door, can we? I want everyone in position. If he comes down the stairs again, we'll move in straight away. Tony, I want you to stay here and relay all the information from Jerry. Yes, let's get kitted up.
Boy's trying to escape.
Yes. Get down there. Use the cover. Keep out of sight. On no account let they show themselves. We've still got 2 hostages in the house. Yes. No chasing around after the boy. They mustn't know we're here.
Lewis is out the front. Williams is in the doorway.
All in position, Gov.
Go, go, go. Stay there.
Stop! Stop! Put the gun down! Do it now! Get down on one knee. Get hands.
Nice one.
All right.
Chloe's sick.
Yeah, we'll get to the hospital now.
DS out from DI Lomax. All hostages are safe. Repeat, all hostages. They're on their way to the hospital now. The girl with probable appendicitis, over.
And the suspects?
Both suspects, Williams and Lewis, are in custody, over.
Should I tell Barwood Gov or keep him in the dark?
Well, Mike, you're the officer at the scene. It's your call, over.
Tell Mr. Austin that we have his wife and the 2 children safe.
I don't believe you.
Lewis and Williams are both under arrest. They were found at a house near High Beach. The little girl was sick, suspected appendicitis, and she's on her way to hospital. Do you want any more proof? Think about it, Barwood. There's just you and 1 hostage. No way out except through the front door. We can wait here as long as you like. But one day, you'll fall asleep. One day, you'll drop your guard. It's inevitable. The only question is, when?
Tell your blokes not to shoot. I'm coming out.
All units from DS Harrop. They're coming out.
Armed police! Armed police, put the gun down! Put the gun down now! Put the gun down now! Put it down!
Walk into the road. Walk forward. Your arms away from your body. Walk into the road.
Kneel down! Now lay on your stomach. On your stomach now. Spread your arms. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Keep looking at me. Look at me.
Aha! The hero returns. Get all sorted. Villains all locked up, kiddies safely tucked up in their beds.
Yeah, as it happens, we did.
Tell you, you're going to find Sunhill pretty tame after a day like this. Or will you be applying for a permanent attachment?
No way. It's not that I haven't enjoyed it. It's just, I'll be glad to get back.
Don't laugh, mate. After a day of armed robberies, sieges, hostages, and getting a good result, I'll be itching to sign up, me.
Oh, I don't know, Nick. It just wasn't me. It's just targeting criminals, isn't it? Long, boring surveillance jobs, using all that high-tech stuff. Never actually speak to anyone. Just sit there listening to them, watching them on screens.
What's wrong with that?
I like people. That's what's wrong with it.
So, you're not going to see out your secondment then, no?
Oh, no, of course I will. And I'll happily go back. I mean, it makes a good change. Just I won't want to do it for too long. You know what I mean?
To be frank, Tone? No.
Sierra 2 from Sierra Bravo, rear vehicle check. Show lost or stolen 2 days ago.
All received. Robbery suspects appear to have abandoned the vehicle on Sun Hills ground.
Hello, Clyde. Step this way. It's over there. I was trying to tell Sun Hill where we were. We don't know the ground and there's no street names around here.
Do you want me and Nick to run him back to Barton Street?
No, Jeff Daly's on his way. We better wait till he arrives. Anyway, I need you here until they can spare me some more bods. Perhaps Jim could take him back to Barton Street in their car.
Right. Well, we haven't come up with any witnesses, so maybe we should widen the search for the knife.
Yeah.
How is he?
Blaming himself. We've all been there.
I lost sight of Ray almost as soon as we got her. I was trying to call him, but after a couple of minutes, I doubled back and went round the side. There he was. He's just lying there.
I know Ray. He's as tough as old boots.
He shouldn't have been on his own, though, should he?
Well, you're right behind him, Bernie. You just got separated.
Ray would have thought I was right behind him. That's why he steamed in. I wasn't, was I?
All units, Sierra Oscar, Halpin Street, an assault. Can anyone deal?
Jeff?
Yeah, from the hospital.
Yeah, it's not good. They've taken him straight to the operating theatre.
Where'd they find him?
Just down here.
His mate's anything useful?
That's PC Croft. Yeah, well, they spotted the stolen car, this one, on their patch. They chased it to here. The two suspects then got out and legged it. PC Croft then gets separated from PC Brennan and then finds him stabbed over there. No sign of the suspects and no witnesses.
Any descriptions?
Yeah, the same as the robbery at the supermarket.
We've just come from there. Shopkeeper's got an eye for clothes, not faces.
4-8 from Sierra Oscar. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
June, no one's picked up that other assault yet. On the waste ground near Halpin Street. Can you spare Vicky and Sam, please?
Not really, over.
Oh, come on, June, help out. It's urgent.
Did you find him, mate?
Cheers.
Sierra Hospital 361 receiving.
Go ahead, Vicky.
We're at the assault, Sergeant. An ambulance on way. Over.
Yes, they were called at the time.
We've got an ID on the victim, Sarge. To Mark Oakin of 6 Elverton Avenue.
No, Vicky, you saw it with your own eyes. I normally agree with you, but on this occasion, I think you were wrong.
All right, there was racist graffiti. So what?
Well, people like that hang out round now.
Doesn't make this a racial assault.
Well, we know he wasn't mugged.
I don't say that at all. He might have been carrying a bag with 50 grand's worth of used notes. They might as well have left him his wallet.
All right, what if there were a bunch of kids down there? We walked past, he made some sort of...
Nick, until he wakes up and tells us different, just forget the racist angle, all right? This is an assault. You make it racial, it becomes a very different crime.
It's Mark, isn't it?
He's in casualty at Canley General.
We can run you down there if you want.
Who found him?
A boy out walking his dog. He didn't see anyone else. Can you think of any reason why I'd have been in that area?
I can't even think where it is. Amy, do you know where this place is?
No, of course not. I'll get my jacket.
Can you think of anyone Mark may have had a fight with? Or any reason why he may have been attacked?
He's black.
Yeah, well, it ain't all glamour, you know.
600 from Sierra Oscar receiving.
600 receiving, over.
Jim, Mr. Monroe needs you to come back in.
Sarge, we're in the middle of a search, over.
I know. There's been a request from the yard for a family liaison officer. To the assault victim Vicky and Nick went to. The family's at St. Joseph's at the moment. Over.
Yeah, understood, Sarge. On way.
Well, your little training course has paid off then. It's got you out of this lot.
This is ridiculous. We've got a serious crime here. A police officer's been stabbed, and now it's just down to the two of us.
Well, don't worry, Sarge. I won't abandon you.
Well, I'm sorry, Sarge, but if Mr. Meadows thinks this case warrants an FLO, then I've got to go.
And you wouldn't want to miss out on a bit of overtime, would you? Family liaison. You're just building brownie points to get yourself back into CID, leaving us to do all the real work.
Listen, Smithy, I was doing real police work when you were playing cops and robbers in short trousers.
Gentlemen, please. Right, Jim, go and see your new family.
Oh, Sarge, can I take the car? It will take me ages to walk back.
I don't believe this.
There you go.
Thanks, I'll get them to send someone back for you two.
Oh, yeah, if they think we justify it.
Don't forget your bean bags.
Good morning. I'm PC Carver, Sun Hill. You've got a patient called Mark Oaken. Anyone with him?
Visitor's room on the left.
Thank you. Mr. and Mrs. Oaken? I'm PC Jim Carver, Sun Hill. Didn't they let you know I was coming? I've been assigned as your family liaison officer. Which means I'm here to help you during the investigation into Mark's assault. How is he, by the way?
Help us in what way?
Oh, any way I'm needed. Keeping you updated about how my colleagues are doing, how the case is proceeding.
So how is it proceeding?
Oh, well, to be honest, I'm not quite sure. I've only just been assigned. But I thought it was important to come here and meet you, find out what I can. The more we get to know each other, the better.
Get to know each other? What is this? How long are you planning to be with us?
For as long as is needed.
What? At our house?
Most victims' families find that it's a help.
So while the police are doing all this, you got social workers out catching villains, have you?
Harry, please. We're grateful. There's nothing worse than not knowing what's going on.
Look, I can give you a lift home if you need it.
Thanks, PC Carver.
Just call me Jim.
I don't believe this.
Harry, please.
I'm not surprised he got done over. Like you said, security cameras facing a box of cornflakes.
Well, there is another one on the building round the corner. It's facing the direction where the getaway car was parked. They're copying a tape for us.
He's saying he can't come down and have a look till he closes.
Well, when's that?
He never closes.
You found any more witnesses?
No, Sarge. I've checked in all the shops.
Great. So we've got a shopkeeper who's no good with faces, and PC Crofter only sees the backs of their heads as they run off.
And then there's that woman who saw them get into their car. She confirms their clothing and build.
Let's see where the car was parked.
They got it back to the station for fingerprinting?
No, I've just spoken to Sergeant Ackland. She's still waiting for the low loader to turn up.
What? That was called for an hour ago. Why can't they just fingerprint it where it is?
Sarge, she's really fed up. There's just her and Smithy down there. And when I'm finished here, I'm going out to join them.
Right, we need to widen the search for this knife. Try and work out which way they could have run off.
358 from Sierra Oscar. You receiving?
Yeah, Sarge.
Yeah, Gary, can you go down to Halpin Street, help CID search the area?
Received.
They're feeling a bit short-staffed in uniform at the moment.
Don't know what the neighbours will be thinking, us going to and fro in police cars.
I know exactly what they'll be thinking.
I'm sorry about the car and the uniform. I really should be in civvies. I'll swap the car and I'll change when I get back to the Nick.
Oh, don't worry about it. I'll make some tea.
Jim, do you need a hand?
No, you just go in and make yourself comfortable.
If you'd like me to contact someone on your behalf, Mark's work, whatever.
Mark doesn't have a job. I was calling my parents. I think they'd rather hear it from me.
Sure.
I suppose they've got to know. They'll only find out some other way.
Mr. Oaken, I really don't mean to intrude. If you don't want me around, just say. It's just we like to offer as much support as possible to people in your position.
That doesn't sound like the police I've grown up with.
No, well, things have changed over the last couple of years.
Have they? But while you're in here, lending your support, there's someone out there that nearly killed my son. Why aren't you out there catching them?
There's other officers doing that. I'm doing this.
You lot just can't get it right as far as black people are concerned, can you? 1 minute you're treating us like scum, the next like visiting royalty.
Mr. Oaken.
The police are on one big guilt trip at the moment. Their solution, mollycoddle black people to show how much they care. But special treatment is just another way of saying we're second-class citizens. How about equal treatment? How about putting your manpower out on the street where it's needed?
I'm not taking anything away from our operational strength by being here. And it's not about mollycoddling, it's just another element of the investigation. If you think of something, you tell me, I pass it straight on. If anything, me being here speeds things up.
Yeah, well, I don't see why a civilian couldn't do it.
Hollis, come here!
Sierra Oscar from 358 receiving.
Go ahead, Gary.
Just a question on the Halpin Street assault, Sarge.
I'll CID with you yet?
Not yet, Sarge, but can you check? When he was found, was the victim wearing a coat?
Harry's a great one for fairness and justice. He doesn't think Mark will get it. Doesn't believe the police give a damn about just another black kid being beaten up.
Well, that's why I'm here, to make sure you get fairly treated.
Or make it appear that way.
No, look, I'm on your side. They're doing everything they can to catch Mark's attackers. So I'll keep you posted along the way, and I hope that you'll feel able to tell me anything that might help.
What can I tell you? It was a racist attack. What would I know about who did it?
Yeah, well, maybe it was a random racist attack, but... Was Mark in any trouble? Did he have any friends that were in trouble?
Oh, there you go. Sounding like those two earlier. A black kid can't get beaten up just because he's black. It's got to be because he's up to no good.
Yeah, but that's partly why I'm here. To find out about him and to eliminate certain lines of inquiry that aren't relevant.
What do you need to know about Mark?
I get it. Now they've got their own private copper to come and tell me to turn it down.
It's not that. I just thought we'd have a chat.
A chat?
But I just wondered if you thought of something that might help.
What would I know?
Well, the last time you saw Mark was at breakfast. Do you know where he could have gone? Is there some place he hangs out?
I am not his keeper.
Well, I just thought he might have told you.
You're making him sound like a suspect, not the victim.
So he's never talked about his friends?
Hasn't got any.
Amy, if you know something, tell me. For Mark's sake.
That's more like it. Now you're sounding like a copper. What are you doing here? Trying to fit Mark up for something?
Why? Is there something I could fit him up for?
No, and I don't know anything that can help you. All right?
Sarge, something here might interest you. There was a serious assault on an IC3 earlier. I've just found this at the scene. Now, the kid wasn't wearing a coat at the time, and this hadn't been there for too long, so I reckon it's a fair bet it's his.
Well, I should give it him back then. What's it got to do with me?
Well, take a closer look, Sarge. You're two robbery suspects. The witness said one of them had a coat just like this.
Matches PC Croft's description and all.
Where'd you find it?
Waste ground on Halpin Street, but a long way from where PC Brennan was stabbed.
I don't mean the two ain't connected. Well done, guess.
Gary.
Has it got any blood on it? Could be the guy who stabbed PC Brennan. Who is he?
19-year-old black male.
Spot on so far.
He's still in Canley General, unconscious. And, they sent over PC Jim Carver to be their family liaison officer.
Have they now?
Jim's with this guy's family. Suspect with an in-house copper. Oh, I love it.
Well, we'll make the most of that.
Amy's always loved music. We'd hoped she might go into it as a career in some way.
Yeah. So what's she doing?
Computer studies, Canley College. We'd like her to be...
Oh, I'm sorry, I've got to keep it on. Excuse me a minute.
Don't worry. It might be some news.
Hello. Jim, DS Daily. How you doing playing Goldilocks down there? I've got a bit of news about Baby Bear. Yeah. You've got a park just round the corner from you. Can you meet us there?
What, in about 10 minutes? Yeah, understood, Sarge.
This was found near where your lad was attacked. And surprise, surprise, one of the suspects from our robbery was wearing one just like it. Now, according to PC Croft, so was one of the guys that he and Brennan chased.
Your victim has become a suspect.
Maybe it's a coincidence.
Well, one big coincidence. These aren't widely available. It's a special import from America.
Or perhaps it's not his.
That's why you're going to show it to Mum.
Don't tell me what I'm going to do.
Jim, this kid could have attacked PC Brennan.
Yeah, I know. This changes everything. My relationship with the family, everything. It's hard enough as it is winning their trust.
All we're asking you to do is show them this, find out if it's the sons. You don't have to tell them anything else.
Well, if their son's become a suspect, then they should know. We'll have to reassess the whole thing.
You tell them Mark's a suspect, they tell you to get lost.
Slam up, hide evidence.
You're too valuable where you are to risk telling them anything.
Hold on, look, you want me to conceal from them the fact that their son is suspected of stabbing a police officer?
You're in the perfect position, Jim. Where was he today? Who's he hang out with? Even try and sneak a quick butcher's in his room.
Oh, forget it. Look, this family deserves better than that. But I can't hide something this big from them.
Jim.
No, look, I'm here on a specific duty.
And so was PC Brennan, and look what he got for his trouble.
You want to talk about families? What about his? He might not even make it.
The FLO scheme is fine as far as it goes, but you've got to remember where your loyalties lie. You've been out of CID too long. The touchy-feely brigade have got hold of you.
OK. Then I'll use the privilege of low rank and I'll let my line manager decide. What's Mr. Monroe say about all this?
Strictly speaking, it's not Mr. Monroe's decision.
You haven't told him yet, have you?
Jim, this is developing too fast. We haven't
you?
got time to...
Which proves you know what you're asking me to do is totally out of order.
Forget the ethics of the FLO scheme. Take this inside, find out if it's the sons, and bring it back.
They think it was pulled off him during the attack.
He's got one just like this. Amy ordered it for him off the internet, didn't you?
I repaired the pocket for him.
So it's definitely his?
Yes. What's happening to my son?
Here, Mum.
Amy, why are you taking that?
It's hanging in Mark's room.
Well, I'm sorry. They need it back. They want to run some tests.
What for? I mean, it's...
Amy, I'm sorry. I need it back.
Amy? You should have invited your friends in. Had they got any news?
No, apart from this, nothing.
As soon as you get this coat off the lab, I'll see if Mark's got any juvenile form.
Jeff, quick word, please. Jeff, I understand Mark Oaken's a suspect in the robbery and stabbing case.
That's right. 3 witnesses described a coat exactly like his.
And you've been round to the house and spoken to Jim Carver about it?
Of course. I've let him know the changed circumstances and asked him to find out as much about Mark as he could.
How did the family take it when he told them their son's become a suspect?
We thought Jim would get more out of them if they didn't know, sir.
Oh, you did? He's meant to be helping the family. You're making him lie to them.
Well, not lie. Just keep something back for a bit.
We're trying to get the public to accept family liaison as a benefit to them. Meanwhile, you're using it for a covert operation.
I'm trying to nail somebody who stabbed a copper. And quite frankly, I'll do whatever is necessary within the law.
The family has done nothing wrong. Jim should tell them the truth and let them decide whether they want to keep him on.
Well, of course they won't. And we lose a valuable line of inquiry.
Thanks to you.
Look, sir, Jim's the man on the spot. Why not have a word with him? Get his angle on it.
Mr. Meadows...
Let him decide when to tell them.
Mr. Meadows is SIO. It's his decision. But before I go to him, I'll talk to Jim first.
There you go.
Thank you. Jim, why is there a policeman guarding Mark's room?
He's just there to interview him as soon as he can.
Do they think someone will try to get to him?
Any reason they might?
He looks awful. He doesn't deserve all this.
Good lad, is he?
You got kids?
Chance would be a fine thing.
It's not easy, let me tell you.
Well, it's not that I don't want to. I'm at that point in my life when I'm starting to think I should get on with it.
Don't let me put you off. There's a lot to be said for it, particularly when they're little.
Yeah, the trouble is they grow up, right?
Worst thing's when they first go off to school. Up until then, they've been at home with you. Then suddenly, you got to let them go. There they are, on their own, in the playground. All those other kids fighting and chasing around them, and all you can do is watch. Let them go their own way. You see them making mistakes.
And the more you tell them, the less they listen.
The people they do listen to, they're not the right people.
Who, Lynn? Anyone in particular?
Well, he's never had many friends. He's always been content to tag along in the shadow of the older kids.
Do you think these older kids have led him to make mistakes?
He's going through a difficult stage, but I know he wouldn't do anything bad.
Do you think he knew his attacker? Maybe these older kids have got something to do with that.
He won't talk to Harry or me. Perhaps you could talk to him when he's home. See if you can get through. Please?
This is just seconds after they ran out the supermarket. That's a stolen car. And here they come. You never see the driver's face, but you do see the passenger.
Well, he's got the right coat on. Let's get a blow-up of that. Go and have a look at Mark Oaken.
Jim, can I have a word?
So, excuse me.
Do they know their son's a suspect yet? I know Sergeant Daly's put pressure on you not to tell them.
Well, I'm just pretending I don't know, either one way or the other. What they do know is Mark's mixing with the wrong type of person, and I'm sure his sister knows more than she's letting on.
Well, be that as it may, I think you should consider whether to pull out now or to carry on, but with the family in full possession of the facts. What are you doing here?
Just having a look at my main suspect, if that's all right with you, sir. Mark Oaken. This is near the shop. Same description, same time. That's the stolen car that the officers chased him in. So, looks like we've got everything we need as far as the robbery is concerned.
So, arrest him.
Main thing is to find his accomplice, establish which one of them stabbed PC.
Hi. I'm sorry. Mrs. Oaken's in the waiting room at the moment. That's the father and the sister.
You managed to get anything out of them about Mark's associates?
No, and he's not going to. At least not while he's concealing information from them.
Sir, Ray Brennan is on life support, for God's sake.
Look, maybe there's a compromise. Mark's in big trouble at the moment. If I can find out enough to prove him innocent of the stabbing, then I really will help his family.
Well, they can't complain about that, can they?
Why don't you give me, say, 24 hours? And if I don't get anything, you can still turn up and announce that the robbery's down to Mark. I'll act all surprised and offer to still be their FLO if they want.
If they find out Mark's a suspect, they'll never believe you didn't know.
Well, Mark's not going anywhere, is he? And if Sergeant Daly goes quiet on him for a day, they won't be any the wiser. I'm sorry about that. I just had to catch up with some colleagues.
What exactly are they doing?
Well, there'll be 6 or 7 of them working on the case. They'll be doing house to house, checking the area for anyone with a record of violence, asking them their whereabouts at the time of the assault.
It doesn't seem many. 6.
Well, there aren't that many of us these days, Mr. Oaken, but it's enough, I can assure you. One of our policemen was stabbed today. Now, he's in a worse condition than Mark, and we've got the same amount working on his case.
Oh, that's awful. What happened?
Right, Mr. and Mrs. Oaken?
Yes.
Dr. Courtney. I'm pleased to say that Mark's regained consciousness. We've got some more tests to do, and I'd like to keep him in for at least another day or 2.
Well, can we see him now?
Well, he's very groggy, but he can talk for a minute.
How do you feel about me coming in as well?
He's not ready to start answering questions.
Well, perhaps I can be the judge of that. He can answer a couple of questions.
Yeah. He's got to tell Jim who did this to him.
Yeah, this way.
Mark? Who attacked you?
Dunno. Just a couple of blokes.
White? Black?
White.
What age were they, Mark?
20s.
What do they look like?
Shortish hair. About my height.
What about their clothes, love?
Jeans. Sweatshirts. Just normal.
Can you think of anything else more specific? Some small detail that might assist us?
Doing his best. Don't hassle him.
Amy, be quiet.
Mark, surely you remember more than this.
What were you doing there?
I was taking a shortcut.
Where to?
What's that got to do with it? He was coming to college to see me, weren't you?
Not much to go on, is there?
Best let him sleep. We'll try again tomorrow. Lynn, I'll come round later if that's all right.
Sure.
What are you still doing here?
Just interested to know what he said.
Ah, well, apparently it's all down to 2 conveniently vague white guys.
Righto, I'll keep my eyes open, shall I?
I mean, after a robbery, a car chase and a stabbing, he just happens to walk into a random racist attack. I don't think.
Of course, this sort's connected with a robbery, Jim. It's got to be. Look, his accomplice. Have a sniff round the gaff. We need anything we can get. Dress books, letters.
Oh, that's what you need, is it? Look, I used to be in CID, you know.
All right, mate. But until we can arrest him and get his fingerprints, it would be nice to have a moody set. We can match them with the ones in the car. I don't know, a bottle of aftershave or whatever. If we could just get us something.
Look, I don't mind talking to the family, but I'm not doing an illegal search. I am certainly not nicking something. If you want anything, you tell them the truth, you get a warrant, and you do it properly.
Brush again, is it, Jim? Yeah, he said a cup of tea if you like, mate. Cheers, mate. Sleep tight.
What would I know? You're as bad as that copper.
What was Mark doing there? That's not on the way to your college. That was a
I'm going out.
Don't walk away from me. I want to know what's going on.
There is nothing going on.
Where are you going anyway? Your mother needs you here.
Out, all right? Just...
I'm sorry, Mr. Oaken. Is this a bad time?
Jim, don't worry about them. Just come in. Dinner for 2 again tonight. It ought to be for 4.
Mark will be home soon.
Hardly ever eats with us these days, nor does Amy.
She and Mark seem close.
She lets him tag along. I think Mark sort of hero worships Amy.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that. She seems pretty together.
Yeah. I hope she sticks to this computer course. It's been good for her.
Lynn, you told me earlier that Mark's got no friends. Now, why is that? Doesn't he see anyone? Hasn't he got a girlfriend?
He won't talk to us about it. Amy is the only person who can get through to him these days.
You two are as thick as thieves in here.
We're just chatting.
Yeah, fine. I mean, far be it from me to pour cold water on the police's efforts to win over the ethnic minorities. But let me ask you something, Jim. You said your job is to keep us informed as to what was going on. Seems to me the flow of information's been kind of one way so far.
Well, there's not really a lot I can tell you at the moment, Mr. Oaken.
Anyway, Harry, I'm glad that Jim is here.
I'll phone for an update. Can I use your loo first?
Be my guest.
Hello?
Jim, can you get back here? There's been a development. We've found a knife.
Jim, any news from the hospital?
Yeah, he's regained consciousness. The doctors want to keep him in a day or 2 more for tests, but he's going to be all right.
Well, that's a turnaround. A couple of hours ago, he was at death's door.
Sorry? Oh, you're talking about PC Brennan. I was talking about Mark Oaken.
The scope that stabbed him. I don't give a damn how he is.
Well, we don't know he stabbed him. In fact, I don't think he did.
Well, you wouldn't. You're on the family side.
I'm their liaison officer, that's all.
But most of us would have pulled out when we heard he was a suspect. But then again, most of us know where our loyalties lie.
A driver found it behind the skip he was moving.
Odd it wasn't found on the search.
Well, we weren't there, Jim. That was down to Sergeant Ackland, PC Smith, and... oh, yeah, you.
Yeah, exactly. Look, if it's a skip I'm thinking of, I searched around it myself with Smithy. This must have been planted after we'd gone.
Oh, you and Smithy missed it. Was a bit smelly around there, Jim.
You'll have to puzzle that out for yourself, Jim. The main thing is get it fingerprinted in the morning and see if they're marks.
But you haven't got his prints, have you?
Well, they took plenty off the car.
But he hasn't got any form.
It's just that they're not on the database.
So, the accomplice ain't got any form either. Got any thoughts yet?
Well, the sister's boyfriend might be worth taking a look at. Mark hangs around with him and Amy, and I get the feeling that something's going on. I don't know his name, but I've seen a photo and he's right physically.
See? I knew it'd come in handy having you on the inside.
Can you nick us a photo?
Look, I've told you, I am not nicking anything from him.
So how do we find him, Jim, if you don't even know the name? Why don't you go back to the parents and try and find it out from them?
Well, not now. They're having their dinner.
Well, you're their FNO. Shouldn't you be round there washing up or something?
They probably don't even know his name.
Will the girl lead us to him?
She's not there. She might be with him. She'll be at Canley College tomorrow.
All right, we find this guy tomorrow and take a look at him.
Jim, how's it going?
Well, it's not going quite as expected.
No. Well, victim turned suspect is a bit rough on your first assignment. How's the family coping?
Well, they don't actually know he's a suspect yet, but I don't think they're going to be too surprised. The boy's been going off the rails for a while now.
How have they taken to you?
Well, they've warmed up a bit. I think they realise that I can be of help.
And how do you feel?
Stuck in the middle. I'm not sure if I should stay as their FLO.
Jim, you'd be really letting them down if you pulled out now.
But the boy's suspected of stabbing Ray Brennan. I keep wondering what side I'm on.
Look, you volunteered for family liaison. You knew that you might get assigned to suspects' families. Anyway, remember, the boy's a victim of violence too. That's why you're there.
But there is a problem with the whole scheme.
Which is?
Well, getting to know the family, you start seeing things from their point of view. Looking at us through their eyes. You see the flaws in the way that we work and behave.
Well, those are dangerous waters. You know, I remember you saying to me when your tenure came up that there was nothing else you could do or would ever want to do.
I believed that then, but things change. People look at me different since I stopped drinking. It's like they don't know who I am.
No, I think it's that you're looking at people differently, in focus for a start. Look, don't go making any life-changing decisions just because you've had a tricky first assignment. What you need to do is decide where you stand on this case and then stick with it.
But that's my problem. Look, getting to know the family, I'm on their side. As new evidence comes in against Mark, I'm not thinking, oh, great, we're getting closer to nailing the creep who stabbed Ray Brennan, as I should. I'm thinking the opposite. I'm not thinking like a copper.
Sierra Oscar from DC Web receiving.
Go ahead.
Yeah, vehicle check, please, on November 483 Bravo Victor Whiskey.
DC Web, rear vehicle check. It's a silver BMW, registered keeper shown as John Wilson of 16 Bevan House on the Larkmead estate.
Right, they're keeping Mark in for further tests, but the doctor says he's sufficiently recovered to be questioned.
I'll get straight down. You want to sit in on that, Jim?
What Jim is going to have to do, and quick, is to tell the family the whole story. There's no way we can keep it from them any longer.
Well, whatever. If Mark's prints are on that knife, we won't have to bother them anymore, will we?
Jeff, we're not just bothering with the family in order to collect evidence for you. Their son is a victim of a violent assault.
Anyway, how can you compare Mark's prints to the knife? You haven't taken them yet.
We're getting a moody set. Mickey took a glass from the hospital. They're up at the lab now.
Why are you so desperate for it all to be down to Mark? What about his accomplice? As far as I'm concerned, that's who stabbed Ray Brennan, not Mark.
Sir, I'd just like you to take note how sympathetic Jim's become to the suspect. Our FLO's supposed to let their judgment be clouded by sentiment.
It's not sentiment. Jim knows more about this boy than any of us. I mean, yesterday you were delighted he was in there building up a picture of him.
Look, nobody is overlooking the accomplice. We acted on Jim's advice and found Amy's boyfriend, John Wilson. No record, but his name has cropped up several times before, so yes, Jim. Actually, I'm agreeing with you. He is a strong contender for the stabbing.
But at least let me talk to the parents before you question Mark.
Sure. But I'm going to the hospital now, so I'd go and see him straight away.
Sarge, it's Mickey. I've shown Wilson's photo to the shopkeeper. He's kind of vague. Might be, might not. I reckon there's enough there for us to pay Wilson a visit.
You're in serious trouble, young man.
I'm saying nothing.
No point in denying the robbery, Mark. I've got you for that. What I want to know is who stabbed the copper. You do yourself a favour. Tell me about your accomplice.
You can't stop us. That's our son.
Mark, are you all right?
Mr. and Mrs. Oaken, I'm Detective Sergeant Daly.
What the hell's going on here?
Didn't PC Carver tell you? I thought he would. I intend to arrest your son in connection with a robbery yesterday. I also want to speak to him about the stabbing of a police officer.
What?
Oh, my God.
You're a liar. All that rubbish about wanting to keep us...
I'll handle this, all right?
Amy was right. You are a spy.
No, I'm not, honestly. Look, all I ever told you was the truth.
No, you've been lying
Listen,
from
when I found out that Sergeant Daly was going to question Mark, I came straight around your house, but you weren't there.
John Wilson, DC Webb is your DC Glaze. Got a minute?
Not really. What's up?
Well, if we're coming.
I do as it happens. What do you want?
Where was you yesterday between midday and 2 p.m?
Here.
Alone?
I was with him.
This is my girlfriend, Amy.
It's awful. But you're going to have to accept that Mark probably took part in a robbery.
You mean they want someone to pin it on, and he'll do?
No, Mr. Oaken, there's some strong evidence.
I don't believe it.
Mark was caught on camera getting into a stolen car. And that coat we found was described by 3 witnesses.
You mean you've known about it since then?
Mark's involvement was confirmed after that.
You knew, and you kept it from us.
DS Daly.
Sarge, it's Mickey. We're at Wilson's flat. He's here, but the only thing is, so is Amy, and she's giving him an alibi. I didn't want to bring him in without checking with you first. Well, she's with Jim Carver's little family, isn't she? I ain't sure what the etiquette is there. All right, Sarge. See you back there with Wilson. Forget the family, bring Wilson in.
Look, I said I'd keep you posted, so I think you should know. The other suspect for the robbery is Amy's boyfriend, John Wilson.
That figures.
That's all we need.
They're taking him in for questioning.
Where's Amy?
I don't know.
Jim, can I see you a minute?
They're not surprised to hear about Wilson.
No? Well, here's some news you can pass on that might surprise them. The fingerprints on the knife. They're Mark's.
Jim, can you find Amy? We think she should be here with us. This is her best friend Sally's number. She'll know where to find her.
Yeah, I will, Lynn, as soon as I can. But for now, can you sit down, please?
Why? We've got to talk to Amy about Wilson.
Has something happened? Has Mark got worse?
Please, take a seat. There's something I have to tell you. Look, there's only one set of prints that were found on the knife that was used to stab the PC. And they're Mark's.
Your fingerprints are in the getaway car, John. How do you explain that?
Easy. Mark Oaken gave me a lift in it.
When?
Night before last. I was at the Elcott Arms. Mark comes in all cocky, said he's bought a car.
Bull. And you believed him?
Why not? I didn't have my own car, so he said he'd run me home in it. That's the last I saw him.
We will check with the Elcott Arms.
You do that. Plenty of people saw him come in, and plenty saw us leave together.
Yesterday, where were you between 11 a.m. and 2 p.m?
Like I said, at home with Amy. You heard her say so. And there's others who confirm it and all. Because they phoned me there. You got nothing.
Mark, love, we know that you did the robbery. Now they say that you stabbed a policeman.
I never.
Your fingerprints are on the knife.
Never touched the knife.
Whose knife?
I don't know anything about a knife.
Who beat you up, son? John?
2 white guys, like I said.
For God's sake, what you protecting him for, boy? They have Wilson in custody. Just tell them what he did.
Ain't talking to no copper.
He's lined up Amy and all his mates to give him false alibis, so it's hardly worth talking to them.
His fingerprints in the car don't mean anything on their own. So we're relying on the shopkeeper to pick him out of a parade. I don't think he would.
Well, he's right. We got nothing.
Well, hang on to him till we've checked out the alibis. Just have to be content with young Mark for now. Hope that he talks.
That's all right. After all, he was the one who stabbed Ray Brennan.
What's the idea coming here?
Look, I'm sorry to drag you out, Amy, but I need to talk to you about Mark.
I don't want to talk to you.
Amy, they're going to charge Mark with stabbing a policeman. His fingerprints were on the knife.
You're lying. They can't be.
He's been stitched up. The knife was planted after we'd searched the area and after Mark had been attacked. Look, I know you're covering for John Wilson, but you have a choice to make between him and your brother. Amy, keep going, it's all right. So, you're in John's flat.
I get a call from him saying something had gone wrong.
Did you know Mark was with him?
They'd gone out together.
Did you know what for? Now, John had done this type of thing before, hadn't he? But this was Mark's first time.
Mark had never done anything like that. He hero worships John.
So after John had phoned,
He says to wait in the flat. Gets back in a terrible state. Blood all over his coat.
was Mark with him?
No. He just said Mark had run off. Shouted at me not to ask any more questions. He was really wound up. Went into the kitchen, thought I couldn't see him. He took a knife out of his pocket, blood on it. I got scared and I ran out.
Where'd you go?
Looking for Mark. There are a couple of places he hides out. He was terrified.
Why, Amy? What had happened? Amy.
He said John had stabbed a copper. John called him on his mobile, told him to meet him. I told Mark not to go, to let John calm down. But he went anyway. Next thing I know, he's in hospital.
And you assumed that John had beaten him up just to make him keep his mouth shut.
Worked, didn't it?
And once Mark was lying there unconscious, it would have been quite easy to put his fingerprints onto the knife and then go back and plant it.
Bad time and all. Hang on, mate, you ain't going nowhere.
Yeah. Get your hands off me!
That'll do.
I'm arresting you for the serious assault on a police officer. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention, when questioned, something which you later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence.
She's persuaded him to talk to us. They're both going to give us full statements.
Oh, thank God for that.
You must be pleased with yourself. A quick result. It's obviously a good idea putting someone in with the family.
Mr. Oaken, I didn't mention this before, but I know Ray Brennan, the PC who was stabbed by Wilson. Now, he's a family man, much like you. Now, they say he's going to be all right, but you never really get over something like this. So, yes, I am pleased with the result. But so should you be.
We are.
Jim.
Excuse me.
Well done. Both our birds singing.
Looks like it. According to Mark, Wilson told him to take the blame for the stabbing if it came to it. When Mark refused, he went berserk.
Nice fella. Well, at least he's locked up now. How'd you get the girl to talk?
Well, it wasn't a difficult decision for her. It was either that scumbag Wilson or a brother. It's a family thing, isn't it?